Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Skullbuster6, and today I'm bringing you a class setup video. This is basically just gonna be about what I use and like basically where I got these ideas from. But I basically just do really good with these classes. But let's hop into the video. So right away I got my sleigh class. I call it the sleigh class because this is when I just use it primarily for kills. Um, I like to use the ASM1 with quick draw, foregrip, and advanced rifling, and I think that works really good for me. I also use lightweight so I can get around the map faster. That's why I have overclock on. I feel like that's like the probably the best ability, especially for like just when you're playing like pubs and whatnot. And like in search and destroy, I would use mute device, but overclock's good for almost every game mode. Then always my two big perks that I always have on are toughness and blast suppressor, and I usually always run two stun grenades. But fast hands helps with that because then again I can just get the two stuns out pretty fast. On to the next class. This is my uplink class, and basically same thing. I just use hardwired because a lot of kids like to use streaks a lot. So if I'm gonna keep scoring an uplink, I'll use hardwired because system hacks and EMP grenades will like totally just melt you, and you'll be stuck in your track. So I like to use hardwired. I use overcharge so I can so I can run longer with overclock. That's why I got lightweight on again too. And once again, blast suppressor. And I used one stun grenade. You can also like change out if you want to take off an attachment and put on a stun grenade or two stun grenades or any different grenade, that'd be absolutely fine to do. But this is just what I use, so it's just my personal preference. Next class is a capture the flag class. I don't play capture the flag a lot, but when I do, I use these are all my pub classes. These aren't stuff that I use for like game battles or when I play some competitive games, but I use lightweight and overcharged. And I use toughness because, this one you're not really jumping to score, you're just kind of running, so I think that's okay if you just take off um hardwired. I totally forgot what the perk was. Jeez. Anyway, but then I still use the same thing, overclock and stun grenade. This is hardpoint defend. I don't really play hardpoint too much, but it is a big game mode in ranked play on the ranked play list. So I definitely this one's just defend because you got lightweight and one frag. So lightweight so you can move around faster when you're in the hard point. That way you don't get killed as often. You can put stock on instead of advanced rifling for when you're defending, but I like to have advanced rifling on so I can peek out and get kids farther away on the hard point. Hard point rush is just kind of like flak jacket. Now you're probably thinking, why do I not have lightweight on? I don't have lightweight on because I thought it would be better if to have flak jacket on. So if you are rushing and kids do try to nade you, you'll be fine just trying to rush the hard point the way it is. But then again, you do have overclock, which will kind of balances everything out. But overall, same thing. I think this is a really good class though. It's the Slay class is always good for hardpoint too, but this is just really good. Next class is hardpoint 3. Now this is basically the Slay class. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's just taking the two stunts and putting on the two frags. This is a really good hardpoint class. This is the probably better than the initial hardpoint rushing class, but that's just in case you know you're gonna get naded a lot. But this is probably hardpoint 3 is probably the best class that if the kids aren't using a lot of nades. But then again, they might switch to nades if they see you're using nades. My next class is Search and Destroy. I got Overcharged, Fast Hands, Toughness, and Blast Suppressor with the Mute Device and two stuns. Same gun setup. Mute Device is always good, and Overcharge is so it lasts longer, because Mute Device will last for over, I think, a minute, I believe it is. If you have Overcharge on, it just lasts very long, and I mean, you can run around and they won't hear you. They can hear your Exo boost, though, so I just don't like the boost a lot when I'm using that. S&D2 is just switching that. You take away the two stunts and you put on overclock. This way, you got overcharge and mute device. So, like, if you want to rush bomb, just go ahead and do this. You can just it's a good planning class, I would think. That's what I like to use for when I plant, but I don't use this one too much when I plant. I use this when I defend. This is also another defending class, S&D over. I threw a Moors on. I don't really know what I want to put on this. I was gonna put thermal on it, but how about we do some ballistic CPU because I don't really like thermal on the Moors too much because it's just the sight of like how it's set up, as you can see in the left side of the screen. It just I don't like it because my aim's a little bad with thermal. Same with variable zoom scope, but not so much the ACOG. But the ACOG is just not good at all to use. So I just use the Blitz CPU, gets the accuracy up. But this class is usually kind of empty because, you know, just is just for getting people out. Like usually I would take off an attachment on one of this and put on fast hands. But other than that, those are just like the two things you can change out. Or you can take a perk, not a perk, an attachment off of the ASM one, and then that'll be fun as well. And my last class is, so I call this my phase pomage class. You got to get the, the fanboy stuff going on here. Using all these attachments, you feel so amazing. Just kidding, Good free-for-all class here. Get into a gun battle, run out of ammo, just flip that sniper, quick scope some kids down. You're golden, but I usually don't play free-for-all a lot. This is just a good class if I want to snipe some and get some a lot of kills, and I'll snipe and use the SMG. You can also variant a lot of these classes to use the bow on or like IMR, but I prefer just kind of stick with the ASM one. Whether it's the magnitude, any other variant, or just a regular gun, I think all these classes work in general with all of it. And hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys use the classes. I'd like some feedback on how the classes work for you guys. But other than that, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this, because there'll be more content coming out soon. See you guys later.